Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. And what is one of the healthiest pullbacks I've seen in the crypto market in quite a while. Bitcoin below 21K. Ether at 1500. And XRP holding strong till this day at roughly 38 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Silvergate. We have rising interest rates. We have the macro looking disgusting. We have numerous negative narratives, including the SEC, trying to attack crypto in the air. And yet, throughout all of it, XRP's price has remained relatively stable. And it's building a lot of momentum, not just with the ending of this case potentially coming out at any given moment, but as far as the XRP price chart is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, we have numerous important things to discuss today. Actually, the two most important things we need to be looking out for to discuss today. But first, I have some important analysis by one of my favorite chart analysts who got the XRP price perfectly April 2021 and profited when many XRP holders ultimately didn't take money out. Waters Above Crypto gives us his take on where he expects the XRP price to go and is confirming to us that we should be confident that XRP is beginning to show a lot of strength. Please take a listen.
Get over to our XRP chart, and XRP has been sucking in a little bit of the excess liquidity from the other I would say probably Bitcoin dominance and ETH dominance. So XRP is starting to lead the rally. And this is confirming, again, my automatic rally thesis, because we've seen this happen before too, where XRP leads the breakout for the entire crypto market. It's happened many times before. So if if XRP is going to continue up, get ready. I'm going to show you this last chart and then we're going to wrap up this video right here. You can see this yellow trend line has been in play since April of 2021. Perfect trend line. Let me delete this and you can see how perfect this has been. We're starting to break out of it. And I would like to see actually 44 cents. Until then, I wouldn't be too excited, but still my TA holds 56 cents needs to be broken for XRP to have its confirmation of moving up into its automatic rally. Somewhere around $1 as high as $1.40. But $1 and $1.40 can happen in one trading day. That's how quick we could have upside wicks happen on XRP. Happens all the time. So having those limit orders set in advance is what's going to allow you to execute on that move regardless of how quick it happens. The sophisticated investor creates a plan, trades that plan, but have to have your limit orders in place. So this way, if it happens while you're sleeping, you're still all good. I like what I'm seeing with XRP, and XRP is confirming to me that we're not over yet regarding more upside to come. What would create those confirmations for me, as I said moments ago, would be a break above 44 cents. So really, we're in a horizontal trading range, building a lot of trading volume, and that's good for the long term. But as of right now, this is definitely a time to just stay calm, to really analyze what's happening in the market. Don't get overly reactive. Don't get emotional. Study this market and see how it affects you emotionally. It's really important, and take the time between now and April or May to really build a solid investment thesis. And when we start to move up again, you have to remember how you felt at moments like this where you might have gotten down or you might have gotten a little anxious. Okay, keep a trading journal. This is very, very important stuff for you to get better at your craft and get better at this skill. And being in this market, especially at this time, is not for the light of heart. It is for people who are really conditioned to see clearly, have clarity in their vision of what's going on, and not get sucked into the nonsense and the drama and the bread and circus of all the clowns out there that are trying to get you to be emotionally reactive. Really, you need to become a better responder.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, after seeing that we may be in for some nice XRP price appreciation, this is the icing on the cake, as the New York Attorney General is going after Ethereum and is calling Ethereum a security. Oh, this is the perfect karma, isn't it? The XRP case is coming to an end as they're starting to call Ether after the merge a security. And actually, remember that Jeremy Hogan stated a long time ago Ethereum 2.0 could be under a security threat. The lawsuit will come from the New York Attorney General. And that prediction came out to be absolutely correct. Ladies and gentlemen, I smell a class action lawsuit coming by John Deaton as well on behalf of Ethereum holders. And everyone in the crypto industry is about to realize the hell that we've had to go through. But we're about to get cleared. And they're about to get fucked. This is the best case scenario for XRP investors, and I'm about to tell you why. The reason why is because if XRP does start taking off, while some of these other crypto projects start getting sued, you can expect a 50 to 70% crash for cryptos getting sued by the SEC, similar to what happened to XRP. And then we can take some XRP profits and buy these cryptos at a massive discount. The timing may not be perfect. That would clearly be a blessing from the crypto gods, but it's something I'm looking out for. And if that does happen, oh baby, that'll be a powerful day. Now, in addition to that, I have a very special date, a magical date for the XRP army to be looking forward to. That date is March 20th, and all of these dates just so happen to be aligning with the magical flip of the switch moment, or what I like to say, the judge's decision moment, that I think could act as a massive catalyst for XRP price appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a listen to this clip from Crypto Eddie, as she explained it best.
March 20th is the first go-live date for the ISO 20022 in the Eurozone. This is a step-by-step migration for all banks that will end tentatively in November 2025. The new format offers a global dictionary, making it easier to communicate financial information between systems. It's for payments, securities, foreign exchange, trading, and credit card sectors. The enhanced messaging is put into an envelope that contains detailed information, including the capability to aggregate multiple invoices. Crypto assets are registered and assigned a digital token identifier that can be used in the crypto field of the new ISO 20022 message. This will allow banks to differentiate between tokens for payments. The list of crypto registered with the digital token identifier goes way beyond XRP, XLM, XDC, and Algo. Check to see if yours is there. Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and I finally found the entire list of crypto assets that have gone through the application process, passed, and were assigned a unique digital token identifier to be used in the new Swift messaging format. Phantom, Solana, Ethereum, Zcash, Avalanche, Gala, Tezos, Filecoin, Hedera. The list goes on.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing how important March 20th is going to be, as well as all of you understanding how important regulations and this judge's decision is about to be, also understanding that XRP positive price appreciation is expected, we now have to pivot, no pun intended, to the potential of a Fed pivot. Jerome Powell has been coming out dropping bombshells recently. First and foremost, he stated that crypto is not going away, and that's extremely important, as no matter how hard the US government may try, they can never get rid of this industry. And it's important that you hear the chair of the Fed say that from his mouth.
About the risk posed by crypto assets, stablecoin, the Fed, and other regulated possibilities. How's the Fed evaluating the risks of crypto-related activities by your supervised institutions?
So this is something we've been quite active in this area, and I'll say that we believe that innovation is very important over time to the economy. We don't want to stifle innovation. We don't want regulation to stifle innovation in a way that just favors incumbents.
Now that you heard that, you can maintain a certain level of confidence that they're not going to kill crypto. They will never kill crypto. What they're going to do is they're going to annihilate crypto to prices as low as they possibly can get them, so they could buy it as cheap as they can and then send it to the absolute moon so they can then dump it on retail. You see, guys, let me make myself clear. I believe we're in store for a short-term speculative bull run in the upcoming weeks or months. But I also understand that the second half of 2023 is going to be disgusting. I also understand that the Fed chair is strongly suggesting that a 50 basis point rate hike is going to be needed to tame inflation, and that would be catastrophic. Interest rates are going up too damn high. Shit is getting expensive. It's getting hard out here. And that is the unfortunate reality. People are feeling it. This is going to cause a massive financial crash. There's going to be a moment where something breaks in this economy and a pivot is needed. But when the Fed pivots, that is when the monstrous crash comes. Please take a listen to both Elizabeth Warren and Senator Kennedy. Both tell Fed Chair Jerome Powell, hey, what are you doing? This is getting rough. Jerome Powell wants to raise the debt ceiling, but his actions are also going to cause a massive recession. This is the Fed being caught between a rock and a hard place. Inflate the currency to oblivion, or cause the biggest recession that we've seen to date. We're at the end of this fiat currency system Ponzi scheme. And look at Jerome Powell get cornered.
If you continue raising interest rates as you plan, unemployment will be 4.6% by the end of the year.
It's not
just
an
a math
intended
problem.
consequence. It's
Well,
not.
but it is, and it's in your report, and that would be about 2 million people. If you could speak directly to the 2 million who you're planning to get fired over the next year, what would you say to them?
Inflation is extremely high, and it's hurting the working people of this country badly, all of them, not just 2 million of them. And we are taking the only measures we have to bring inflation down.
And putting 2 million people out of work is just part of the cost, and they just have to bear it?
Well, will working people be better off if we just walk away from our jobs and inflation remains 5-6%? It's not as black and white as very
Just
very
looking
infrequent.
at the numbers, it actually is pretty black
Alan
and white.
Blinder's written a book on this, and
There have been 12 times that we've seen a 1-point increase in the unemployment rate in a year. How many times did the economy fail to fall into a recession after doing that? Out of 12 times.
I think the number is 0.
I think the number is 0. That's exactly right.
Right now, the unemployment rate is 3.4%, which is the lowest in 54 years. And we actually don't think that we need to see a sharp or enormous increase in unemployment to get inflation under control. Even 4.5% unemployment is well better than most of the time for the last 75 years.
The economists did a wonderful study. They looked at 10 disinflationary periods in America going all the way back to the 1950s. Disinflation is what you're trying to do. It's a slowing in the rate of inflation. Am I right?
Yes.
In other words, prices don't go down, they just don't go up as fast. Deflation is when prices actually go down. You're trying to achieve disinflation, are you not?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Based on history, in the 10 times that we got inflation down, disinflation since the 1950s, in order to reduce inflation by 2%, unemployment had to go up 3.6%. Now that's history, is it not?
I don't have the numbers in front of me, but yes, the standard has been that there have been recessions and downturns when the Fed has tried to reduce
Watch how this
inflation.
ends. What
now,
number?
the current inflation rate 6.4%, and the current unemployment rate is 3.4%. Now, if history is right, I'm not asking you to again blame anybody, but if history is right, unless you get some help in order to get inflation down from 6.4% to, let's say, 4.4%, and the unemployment rate is going to have to rise to 7% based on history.
That's what the record would say.
Okay. And to get inflation down to 2.2%.
Watch this.
Based on history.
Here we go.
An immutable fact.
Watch.
Unemployment would have to go to 10.6%. Would it not?
Oh.
No, I wouldn't.
That's what the
Yeah, of
record
course you
shows. That's what the history shows.
Watch.
Yeah, I don't think that kind of a number is at all in
I
play
mean,
here.
I know you're reluctant to admit it, and you don't want to get in the middle of a policy dispute. But I think it's undeniable. It's undeniable that the only way we're going to get this sticky inflation down is to attack it on the monetary side, which you're doing, and on the fiscal side, which means Congress has got to reduce the rate of growth of spending and reduce the rate of growth of debt accumulation.
Yes,
Now,
you do.
I get that you don't want to get in the middle of that fight. But the more we help on the fiscal side, the fewer people you're going to have to put out of work. Isn't that a fact?
Please answer.
Could work out that way.
Could work out that
Could
way.
work out that way.
Now, ladies and gentlemen at home, I don't know about you, but it seemed to me like Senator Elizabeth Warren did a pretty good job at grilling Jerome Powell. Maybe that's how people look when they don't get pre-given questions by Senator Warren. They have to stumble a little bit over the tough questions, as opposed to being given layups and alley-oops. Jerome Powell, when responding to Senator Kennedy, stated a lot of truth, which I know is very rare for central bankers. Jerome Powell is one of the highest level lizards in the land. But even this lizard told the truth. He was very honest about the numbers at play here. And it was an excellent set of questions provided by that senator. Ladies and gentlemen, what does all this mean? They're going to raise interest rates until they can't anymore. Until the recession is so bad that they need relief. Until they pivot. And then, that, my friends, is where everything changes forever. That is when they'll have to hyperinflate the currency into oblivion. That is when the Great Reset begins. This currency reset is inevitable, and we need a massive crisis for XRP to step in and be a savior in this financial system. That'll also happen to be a time, in my opinion, when XRP will no longer be getting sued by the SEC. We will have clarity. And this is making for the perfect storm. Oh, guys, you don't understand. We were born for this. We are ready for this. And we're beginning to see the whole picture here. You see, all these time frames and timelines, they're all synchronistic, not coincidental. You see, you think it's a coincidence that in 1913, when the Federal Reserve first got implemented, the next year was when World War I began? Absolutely not. Do you think it's a coincidence that in World War II, out of the other side of that, we had the Bretton Woods Agreement, and the US dollar became the new world reserve currency? Absolutely not. Do you think it's a coincidence that as the IMF is over here talking about a new Bretton Woods moment, we're having this Russia-Ukraine conflict, and potentially even higher threats and higher levels of talks on the table? Absolutely fucking not. With great financial paradigm shifts come great tensions geopolitically, and the US dollar, as well as the United States, is a wavering empire with record levels of debt that is looking to cling onto it. XRP is the saving grace, but the rest of the countries around the world want to replace the SWIFT system. The US is bullying too many countries with their sanctions, and at this moment in time, Lines are being drawn in the sand. Countries are teaming up with each other in this geopolitical battle. Physical, psychological, emotional, and financial. Everything is interconnected. And in short order, we're about to figure out who ends up on top. If there's one thing I can guarantee all of you, it's that I believe. But if there's one thing I can guarantee all of you, it's that I believe the XRP community will become the new 1%. We will come out on top. Nothing can stop what's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany? Former business director at Swift? Former Swift board member? Former CFO of PayPal? Former head of the DTCC? Former chief business officer at Uber? Former VP of Amazon and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, Worldwide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.